Hello, and welcome back to some more vintage story. Um, I've been thinking about what I want to do in the game. I need a bit more copper, and I'm debating on moving to a different area, but we will see. 1 second. Sorry, my voice is a little hoarse. I had orange juice this morning, and sometimes it just makes my voice a little hoarse. So, yeah. I see that tree that I never finished cutting down because it always breaks my axes. So let's see. I am doing fine with my food situation. I think since I can't find copper lately, I am going to just... Well, I might use that. Not the hoe though. Or the axe. I'm just gonna pan for more copper. If my door would be nice and not break like that. But we'll see what I get, and hopefully I get enough to make some other things that I can use. That, or I have been debating making a different area for my farms that's more flat. And we'll see about that. I've also been thinking maybe doing a silent play video where I don't talk at all. That could be good maybe. But if I do, I might do an extra like 3 days in Vintage Story. That would probably total up to 4 hours of gameplay, which is long. So I'll probably have breaks in between, but we'll see. I would prefer if I could just find a spot that has copper and mine it, because I think that would be faster than panning, but panning is pretty okay. The problem is I don't have like a place in my house I can pan at night, which sucks, but it is what it is. And we have music I don't think I've heard before. I would also like to figure out a trap and a place to put that rooster I found last episode, and how to like get farm animals going. I think I'd also need to find another rooster maybe. That's my Minecraft brain talking, but a rooster probably lays eggs on its own anyway. I don't know farm animals that well in real life, to be honest. So I don't know if every rooster lays them or if it's just like the females or what. Dun, 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 It would also be nice if I could find flax, or more like flax seeds, or like oats or grains of some sort. I don't think I've seen any yet, so I don't know. Finally have enough for let's see, 20 units of copper is 4. So we need like 4 more 4s. 16. 20 in total. What is this? Bone ribcage. Material stone. Heck. And that's blue clay. Interesting. Wouldn't you love to do this in real life? Pan in the middle of a river while it's raining? Well, I guess I'm more of like a pond. That sounds weird. What is this? Metal scraps. Okay. Every time I see those poor butterflies or moths land on the water, it looks like they're drowning, but then they somehow fly back out. It's weird. Not as weird as the creepy monsters in this game. I don't know what to talk about while I pan. Let's see. How about get to know me stuff? I like anime. So if anyone likes anime, that's a good conversation if you want to start something in the comments. But recently, I think the summer animes are ending up, or should be ending soon. One of them is, what's the full name? The Beginning After the End, which started out as a manhwa, or a Korean, like, comic. If you don't know what a manhwa is, it's kind of just the Korean version of manga, or Korean version of comics. At least I'm pretty sure it was a manhwa. But it had... I never fully finished it, and the animation for it, when it became an anime, people didn't like it. I am chill with it. I understand that not everything can be, like, made by the best animators every time. Especially since I'm pretty sure animators in Japan are still underpaid for all the work they do. But not everything can be made by MAPPA, which is like the really good studio in Japan. And The Beginning After the End, I guess, was one of those. It has a good story. It's kind of like a really good isekai, which is either you die and are teleported to another world as a not teleported, reincarnated in another world, or you're just teleported there to another world, and it's like you got sent to a different world. Is usually the premise of most isekais, and mostly they're usually fantasy. But that's like the starting premise of The Beginning After the End, is a guy from a fantasy world got isekai'd into a new fantasy world with different mechanics for like magic and power. But you could say it was under-animated, which, I mean, the animations were smooth, there just wasn't a lot of detail, and I think they cut things from the story that there could have been more of. which is sad when that happens. One of my favorite animes that got an okay adaptation forever ago was called Grimgar, A Fantasy in Ash. I have the light novels, so the source material. Grimgar, A Fantasy in Ash has like a really sad rap on what happened with it. So the if you want the full story and the nice things, you go to the light novels, which get you all the details and everything. I feel like it lacks a little bit of character stories, but the premise of Grimgar Fantasy Nash, people either died and got teleported from their normal bodies to a different fantasy world, or just teleported and they started losing their memories from the moment they got there until there was nothing left besides like the basic functions you need to know as a human, like, oh, I need to eat, oh, I'm hungry, I know how to say things. But Grimgar Fantasy and Ash follows like the weakest links of the people teleported there and them trying to survive. Oh, that's new. Native gold nugget. Nice. But someone created a manga of it, and the whole first, second, and third book? I think and third book cover a main premise area of like the last fortress of humanity, which is like a decrepit, ruined castle. And the manga, which only lasts like maybe 2 or 3 chapters, had it visually like a big giant city, which was not accurate to the premise. The anime did that right, where they had like more decrepit, ruined castle like that people were surviving and living in, and it did a lot of things right. It just changed this way the story was told to get to the action immediately rather than slowly learn about everything that's going on in the world. And it only lasted the 1 season, which covered like almost the full 2 first books of the series, which is fine. But as for the beginning after the end, I don't know what they fully missed when adapting it into an anime, like all the little story bits and conversations that they cut. I know they cut some things, which is always sad for like the fans who want everything in, but they try to marginalize it to a way everyone enjoys and likes it, which won't go over well with all the fans who love it as it is. Kind of like how America likes changing animated movies into live action movies, and people hate them. But yeah, it's okay. It's not like some anime producers, as I mentioned before, that have like all these details and everything. It's not like the grass is sharp and shiny and moves in the wind kind of detail, but it's like there's grass. It's that kind of thing that can be like, you could have done so much better, but you didn't. And it's like, this studio is not the best studio of Japan. Sorry to say. which is just sad. And I'm not really watching any other of the summer anime besides that one for the majority. I have been tuning into the name's weird. I know the premise. I don't remember if the name of it is also the premise. No, it's not. It's Lazarus. Lazarus is the name of the anime. But it's all about this doctor who makes a drug called Hapna, which like cures illness, but it's also kind of addictive. And basically everyone in the world used it, and then the person who made it disappeared, and then years later he comes back and it's like, yeah, you should all start dying soon because this drug was designated to kill you. So unless you find me and get the cure, that sucks. Humanity's over. And that's the premise of it. I enjoy it. I just like my fantasy isekai stories a bit more, even though most of them have become like a niche and aren't like the greatest stories ever told, and some aren't continued fast. Like they do one season of the source material and then it's over. They may do one full season of the source material and then go on original material instead of following the source material because it's not out yet. Or they're just waiting for more source material, but I just like fantasy stories. They're my favorite genre of everything. And then Supernatural is also nice, and sci-fi is also good. I just prefer fantasy over most. But I kind of tie in Supernatural with fantasy because it has a lot of elements that are similar with each other. But it stopped raining, and we almost have... Well, we do have enough copper. I just want to finish this little last bit of shale sand. And I would like to make like a bucket to fill this in, but I don't have a bucket, and I'm pretty sure it costs lumber, which I can't make with what I have right now. I am glad that rift is not right next to my house, where they usually spawn, and won't spawn anything inside my house. But I don't like the rifts being this close to me either. Okay. Mushrooms. I need, like, more storage of some sort. I wonder why this isn't, like, won't break down into a normal bone. H. Drops when broken. Okay, so I just have to place it on the ground and break it. Oh, okay. That was a lot of bones. 6 bones. Jeez. I'm gonna put the ores I can't or don't want to use in there. This quartz chunk and clear quartz looks very similar to Tinderhoof. And I want to try to put them together, but I know that's not going to work. Let's see. No, my anvil thing isn't here. I need to put you down 900 units of metal. Currently, 20 is 100. But I need 900. Oof. Maybe we go on an excursion to try and find... Here we go. I don't know why that wasn't placing. We could go on an excursion to try and find... copper. But first, I need like more storage. And the best way I know how to make storage right now is using the cattails to make the little storage things I can put on the ground. And I might be able to farm those soon. I think those were turnips. Or carrots. But I think I went north the last episode. Wait. I went west last. I have one north and east, but I haven't explored south much. I haven't gone past that little hill. I could do that and look for something. Let's see here. Was it like a 9? It was a 9. Well, I'm going to put these in here. Get these little ores out. And put all the stuff I found that I can smelt. Or that I'm assuming I can smelt in here. I kind of wish there was a deposit all or quick deposit button. I think I have flint in here. No, I do have more ore in here though. I'll put my arrowheads in there and a spearhead. That's where my flint is. And I have red clay in here. Maybe I'll combine these 5 in their own reed chest. I'll put these with those. It is getting dark though. I'm surprised this despawned before it got night and summoned anything. I wanted to check those carrots or turnips first. Are you growth 5? No, you're 6 out of 7. That sucks. You're just sandstone. I don't have any arrows on me. So bringing my bow is kind of useless. Control shift. There you go. Are you done growing? No. I hope I don't run into a bear. Maybe I could also find gravel or something. I doubt it. Shale rock. This is medium fertility soil. I thought this would be a cave, but it is not. Kind of looked like it would be though. What is this? A cinnamon fern. You don't give anything. No cinnamon. That's a boar. Are there any grains around? Or loose copper? Oh! A trader. What is this? Oak slabs? I'm gonna mark you on my map before I talk to you. Is there a trader icon? Yeah, there is. I'll do this color. He has a beard and everything. Haven't seen you around before. You just wake up? I don't know what you mean. You kind have been popping up like daisies across the land. Don't know where you're from. Don't know what you're doing here. None of you seem keen to talk about it. Not entirely sure myself. Wish I could help. Wish I could be more help to you. The stupid arm stretching scares me every time. What's your name? Kind of you to ask, traveler. I am Hans. That was a low noise. Why live out here? Most people live in the villages, holed up and cautious of any threats. And there certainly are threats, as you've likely seen. Not me, though. I like it out here, and besides, there's a profit to be made. So that means there are villagers. What are those horrible creatures? Ah, those miserable souls. Cursed ones, drifters. They come and go, lost in grief and rage. Punished by God they were. They could seek atonement, but nay, all they do is wish to spread more misery. What crime led them to have such a dreadful fate? I saw them crawling out of a hole in the very air myself. I thought I had gone mad. Aye, sometimes they slip their bonds and flee to the surface, but they are truly lost creatures. They can only wander blindly, causing what pain they may before they are... I have never heard of that word before. Inexorably drawn into their prison again. Huh. Got anything to trade, Hans? Hans? You can sell a tin bronze hoe. Why is there a specific stuff I can sell and not just sell anything? Parsnips, I think I have. Flax seeds, I would like flax seeds. I don't have gears, I don't think, though. Lump of fat. Saguaro fruit. Redwood. Blue cheese. Kapok seed. I don't know what a kapok seed is. What is this? I'm assuming I shouldn't touch those gears. Do you have a bed I could borrow? There's chests! I didn't know there were chests. How do I make a chest? Chest. Well, chests. Nails and strips. And boards. Okay. What about what you had? The thing I could sell, the linen sack. Flax twine and linen. Linen is made with linen and a sewing kit, and sewing kit is made with flax twine and sticks. I'd like to find flax seeds. You sell them. Oh, it's so dark outside. Do you have a bed in this other cart? I feel like your cart's stuck in a precarious situation. Wooden bucket. Aged crate. Closed. Aged crate closed. chair, table, wooden cage, large trough. I think I need this and the wooden cage to catch the rooster. But I don't want to steal his stuff. I'm pretty sure it costs boards to do what I want. I'm gonna sleep in your bed. I like your picture of the deer though. Painting elk. Huh. Dun, 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 dun. Oh. I stuck. There you go. Unstuck. It was nice meeting hands. I don't think I have gears I can trade with him. It would be nice though. That's a chicken. It would be nice to have a chicken. I think the goal in the game early is to try and get farms working. 2 rifts right next to each other. Get a farm working and get animals pretty fast. Because the longer you have animals, I think they become more docile. That was a fox. I thought it was a patch of mushrooms, not gonna lie. Oh, berries. Back to the moving idea. I do think I didn't want to move to the other area that was looking out at like the sea, the spot over here. But here next to the trader is pretty flat and I have access to talk to him. And all the soil over here seems to be medium fertility soil, which is good for my case. I don't have a shovel though, or enough durability on my shovel to flatten land or bring stuff around here. I think I'll plant these berry bushes over here. I'll actually just put them by this guy. Solid wagon wheel. And then I can go grab a shovel, come back, and start moving to this area. Low fertility soil. Gold drop milk cat. There's also a lot of that stuff that I think gives me thatch over here. And there's peat right here. Caps lock is on. Peat. Cool. So maybe I'll work on that. I wanted to find copper, but I found that nice area. Is this what I wanted all along? Mature spelt. I think it is growing spelt. Oh, hi little man. Please go away. I have to shift right click. Temporal gear. Where did you come from? Nothing. I don't really like how I turn my camera right after opening them and then I close the inventory and it just goes, whoa. That is one slight annoyance I have. I see right here is a cave. That is why you were angry. But I think, yeah, I harvested 2 of those too early to get seeds. But I wanted to grab them now, otherwise I would forget. I could have marked it on the map, but I don't. Nah. But let us grab some of my things and we can move over there, although it does like to be stormy over there a lot, which sucks. Do I have any more gears the guy was talking about so I can plant flax seeds? Or is this just a temporal gear? Can be shattered to create a returning point. Can be used with a knife to restore temporal stability with some pain involved. Shivering, yet somehow sturdy, seems to endlessly turn a constant level of inertia, even when resisted. Interesting. Let's grab this. And we can begin a little layout of our new house. And I can also grab my bed just in case it turns to night. I also needed to make a new shovel. Boop, 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 boop. I don't think I've heard this song either. Now I need my stick. The new shovel. And just in case, I will grab a couple of my flint in case I need more of something. And I may still be in a relatively close enough distance for the, what are those? What are you? Are you a deer? Or what? Moose. Don't attack me. I think it wants to attack me. It's walking at me weird. It just looks so creepy. Maybe it's like a female moose and doesn't have like big antlers. It's just weird not seeing a moose with big antlers. But let's clean up this little spot and we can make a temporary house or something here. maybe even closer, a little further away from the guy, but close. I would harvest this with my knife, but I don't want to waste knife durability. And I don't have inventory. But that was a little lore dump meeting the merchant guy. Wait, this area has 2 deep medium fertility soil. I feel like that has to be a good sign that I'm in a good area for farming. Let's see, I don't have much rammed earth. I think my shovel will break before I have this floor done. Yep. But this music is so nice. It's kind of a bop. I'm surprised I haven't heard this one before. Maybe I'm in like a new biome and that's why, or it's because I'm by the trader or met the trader. It's just interesting. If I pack this, does it turn into better? No, it doesn't. I don't want to pack that then. I'll pack more of the low quality dirt then. I'm thinking I could maybe get away with expanding my current house size by an extra block. And hopefully still not having the roof fall on me or anything. And I'll still put the pillar in the middle. But hopefully that makes just the bit of difference I need from my storage situation, because I am having storage troubles with my old house. And that could maybe be cool. Have like a little extension or something. But now I just have a problem with my amount of rammed earth. You know what? I think I might make my door over here. Make it one block wider over here. Have a little door. If you heard that, I don't know why my stomach just growled. I had like a really good breakfast, so that was weird. Bam, bam. It kind of sounds like weird Minecraft cave noises coming from the rift. Oh, here's another nice song. But I almost have this thing fully laid out. But now I have way too much fertile dirt. Oh, I do have more ramp dirt, so... No more sparse dirt. I do have enough to make a shovel though. I am a little surprised making this doesn't cost like a vine. Cause like how are you wrapping the stone and the stick together without like a vine? Or even like the things you get from knifing a plant. Here's lots of peat. I just want this dirt for my house, thank you. What are you? Flint. That's sad. I was hoping copper or iron or something. Pepperoni. That thing just spawned out of the blue. Is that just a boar? Yeah, I don't think that's a wolf. So we're chilling. Let's make some more rammed earth. Oh, it went in my inventory. I am still a ways off from having that done, but it's not night yet, surprisingly enough. I feel like I've mined a lot, but the day says otherwise. Bush. I could maybe trim more of this down. I wonder how it becomes forest floor instead of just normal soil, but then when you pick it up, it's not forest. Like, can you make the forest ground? The forest floor? There goes the shovel. And I know this isn't enough, but it's more than I had before. And a barn. Nice. I would like to make a better bow, so I do more damage, hopefully. Because as I am right now, I don't think I can hunt things, because they run away really fast. And that melee debuff that makes me have to hit them an extra time is a little annoying when it comes to trying to hunt for food. But this is good. Now I only need the roof practically and 4 more blocks. However much that is. But it is getting dark. I could start trying to get rid of this little dirt mound right here. Oh. You can kind of parkour in this. It's a little bit more difficult. Let's see. Flint, shovel. And the top layer is medium fertility soil, which is not what I want to use to make my packed earth, the rammed earth. But it does have normal soil of low quality under it, so I'm happy that I'm getting at least some. And I can just use this for future farmland, the medium fertility soil. I wonder how the character even knows it's medium fertility soil and not low fertile soil by just looking at it. There's some shale stone. I do like the look of the shale stone. I think it would look good as the rock base for my house. I feel like there's a lot of different ways you can build stuff in Vintage Story that will all look nice. There we go. Here's the boar. I'm surprised the boar doesn't attack me. More rammed earth. And I'm just one off from having another full 6. There we go. That too. I don't think I have enough for the roof. Yeah. I'm a bit off. I might just use some of them of medium fertility to do it. There we go. Now I have some peat and some rammed earth. And some shale sand. I'll put some sticks outside so they don't clutter my inventory. I can actually put that outside too. And then I can't apply the flax with one gear, right? You weren't happy with one? Four gears. Ham says 21 gears. You have 0 gears. Okay. Well, I think there's enough time for me to get back to the old house, and then I can pick up and bring some stuff to the new house before it gets dark. Hopefully there's no rift, like, in my house. It's the moose. But I think I'll add like an extra day or 2 on. I'm having fun right now. So the video will be a bit longer than the others. Let's see what to bring this time. I'll make some arrows. Oh, I can't make arrows. Why not? Feather. Okay. Another reason I should get more chickens. 62% spoiled rawhide. That sucks. Oh, rot. The heck? 16, 16, 17 a day. 2 days. 16, 16, 17, 17, 10, 11. I honestly don't care about these ones. The ones that give me negative health can go. The torch finally burned out. Okay. Well, let's bring this. What I can bring of this storage pot. I can throw this and the rot together. I'll grab that and my pickaxe and my hoe. Can't put my door back on. I'll put those flint spear heads back. And we'll go to the old house. The new house, I mean. Turnip. Turnip. You know, I forgot my storage bin. That would be insufferable. There we go. I would like to harvest that, but I'll harvest it after I finish moving almost everything else. There goes the moose. Unless it's gonna run at me. It runs away from me like it's scared, and then it runs at me because it knows it can win. Which, good for him. There's a deer. Let's see. I will plant turnip. I will plant the spelt. Put this over here. There you go. There's one storage vessel done. We still have a bit to go. I wonder if I can put my arrows on the ground. That would be nice. Or if I could, like, wear a quiver. Let's see. Quiver. No. No quivers. Okay. I don't know where you'd even put the quiver. You could try to put it in, like, one of the basket slots, I guess. But then that would just be for arrows. Oh. What was it, see? You could put it on, like, one of these, I guess. Maybe. I don't know. Is that the bear or the moose? That is the moose. Why? Why? You're like looking at to attack me, dude. Shoo. I don't want to try and bring those. Let's bring the food. You know, not you. And not you. You two can go in this spoiled chest. Hi, creepy guy. What? Where did you come from? Did you spawn in my house because it's dark? I wonder if there's lanterns in the game I could put in my house. Could that help? And it could maybe last longer than a torch? The torch lasted long. I think it only went out because I wasn't in the area or something. Because it lasted a long time outside of that. I'm in Rainland. I moved into Rain City. How did that deer get on my house? That's wild. Okay. I don't have any in there. I want to make like a countertop or something. For all my food. This one will be for the mushrooms. 14, 14, 15, 17. A little bit of negative HP. 17, 14, 14. They all last around the same. 14. Okay. Then 15, 17. You're not a mushroom. You can go in there. You're a mushroom though. Sad. What is this? I don't remember the name of it. Tool. I think I could go grab my cattail seeds or the cattail roots as well and move them. Just so I have more storage area. Or I could cut these ones. We'll move these ones by my house. And if I can harvest enough, I could get another cattail chest. I think that's enough for a cattail chest. And I probably have more. You know, I should bring this door. I don't care about any of those things. But I don't have space for one of these things. I'll put clay in there, and then I can pick this up. There we go. And then another quick trip away to deposit and come back. I do kind of slightly regret where I put the new house because of how rainy it is on the other side of this little mountain. Like, I could have put it over here and I think I'd get less rain. But right here is rain central. One more box. Here we go. Is it for food? No, it is for other things. And a storage vessel for other things as well. Boop, boop, boop. Let's put on my cattail on this little thing. Is it also raining in the old area now? There's a storm clearing up as I walk out. It's clearing. Interesting. I thought you were a little drifter. I'm assuming that's flint and shale stone. I'm gonna wait on harvesting that. for even a little longer. Grab my plants. I wonder if the tool grows better in the water or out of the water. Because it seems to be by the water over there. So maybe I'll also put some tool with my cattails if they grow in the water. We'll see what happens. I am a little confused about the other episodes, how the bears were like not wanting to leave and then they suddenly just disappeared. There's a moose. The moose is back. Oh jeez. He does hurt me. This isn't even your house area, dude. Oh, there's another one. Wonderful. I wonder if I got more health. 19. No. Not recently. Good boar. He was just a sleepy boar. Sleepy little boar. Okay. We have more of my molds. We have some clay too. But we do have a reed chest. Put my clay in there. And then those look meltable. That's a meteorite, so I don't know if it's meltable. We're good. And I'll put those in there. I'm still keeping these ones for some reason. And I guess I'll put my bed by the counter for now. It kind of feels like a rice field, but instead it's cattails. I still like it though. I'll have to move my berry fields soon too. Oh. Oh, wait. Harvest with a knife to keep the roots intact. Okay. I will do that in the future. But it does grow in the water. Maybe I'll just keep it there. It's not that far from the new house. It's closer to the new house than the old house. But this may well be the very last trip. I'm just debating if I take the, my berry bushes, or let them grow and then take them. Because they do have a little bit of a growth period to them before they are chill. I'll take these ones. I think that'll be fine. And I can keep the ones by my house until they ripen, since they're closer to ripening. Or I may just let them stay there. And I can make a field of berries. Oh wait, I just noticed. Wait, that's weird. So some of them I can just harvest with my hand and get the cattails, but others I can't, and it says I have to harvest with a knife to get the roots. Weird. And there's nothing in my little things. I can take the shale sand over and pan it later. I will gladly take these flowers. In the future, I would like to take up permanent residence in an area that doesn't give me forever rain every other day. I've waited long enough for this to grow. I'll just wait a little longer. And I don't think these vines are growing like I wished they would. Is this one done? No, 4 out of 5. That's okay. Growth stunted due to heat. Will only yield 50% of produce. Turnips. Parsnips, parsnips, turnips. Did I wait too long then? It still gave me 4. Interesting. So does that mean I'm in summer now? It might be. I think every season is like 7 days or 9 days. Kind of had the look of a hedgehog almost. Let's go back into Rainland. I wonder if this is named Deer Fern because it attracts deers. I'm happy with that. I'll do another little pile of flowers behind my house. You know what? I'll still place these on my house. Maybe they'll grow something. The turnips here still growing fine? Yeah, weird. I need to decide where these berries go. Where was it? This was my dirt chest and sand chest. I'll put that there. And we'll make a shovel, maybe? I think that's what I need. I could make a hoe and plant the bushes on the hoe, on the tilled ground. But after making this shovel, this is your time to take a drink of water, if you haven't already. The sad door. Oh, I'm gonna put these turnips inside so they last longer. 21 days though. I'm not gonna put this with the other turnips though. Over here it clears up. Weird. I think I'll put the bushes next to my house here, or at least some of them. This way I can get rid of this shale sand. At least a little bit of it. For more of my medium fertility dirt. And not have to get a bucket of water to replace... Well, just replace the water. But let's start with red. The black currant bush. Blueberries. And then some cranberry bushes. I'm gonna just cow parsley up here. None of this is spoiled yet, right? Fresh for 11 hours. Do 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 do. One more row. There we go. So now I have all those planted. I can put more of that in there. Shale sand in there. I'll plant these flowers and stuff later. I'll put the thatch and cattails away. Did I bring my bed? I did not bring my bed. I will go out into the wild and try to get my bed back before I endanger myself. I could sleep in the merchant's bed, but I'm just gonna quickly see if I have anything else left at the house. And hopefully not run into a bear or an evil moose. Nope, I ran into a moose. I think that's a moose too. Yep, but I scared him. Oh, I don't have my bed in here. Interesting. Okay. Well, I must have just not... I placed it in the opposite corner and didn't look in the corner. I remember. Well, I'll go back. And then tomorrow, I think I could just pan for copper in the new area. However, I don't think the knight is a, Oh, that sounds creepy. Oh, it's the shooting guy. I didn't hear or see any rifts, so the only monsters that come out, that was me falling, I think will come from the caves. There is a lantern. Black bronze lantern with quartz glass panels. Okay. How many? 9 hours. Well, that's the last of our cranberries. Ah, I know what I need to do. I need to not do panning. I should get my little house lit up a little bit. And also... turn... a torch on and get a smelting area open. Maybe I do it over here in this mound that I thought about clearing up. I'll make a shovel and a pickaxe. That storm is brutal. Yeah, I don't have a shovel. Let's see. Shovel. There you go. What is this? Chert rock. Haven't heard of that one before. Now, I want to make the other pickaxe, but I don't know what it does. Gervastine. Bauxite. Huh. The area is nice though when it's not raining. there's our little kiln area. I don't have a charcoal smelting spot, but I think that's okay for right now. I really need a better door. Door. Refactory. No. Boiler. Iron. Crude. Ruined. Sleek door. Birch. Okay. Boards. Boards. How do I get nails and strips? Smithing. A hammer. Build a forge. Cobblestone. Ingredient for cobblestone slab. Fire clay. Can I use other clays? Loud world outside. Let's use blue clay. Oh, there we go. Interesting. But now you have cobblestone. Oh. And it said this makes a forge. Interesting. What else does it make? Just the forge. Okay. And what if I press H on the copper? Native copper bits. There's likely copper deposits right below here. Native copper in chalk. Chert. Okay. Silver hammer. Chunk of thing. Malachite. Is it just malachite? Or anything? Probably find on the surface X to explore. When you find these nuggets, mark the location on your map. There is more copper ore in the stone below. Include panning, cracked vessels found in ruins, or purchased from nearby traders. Okay, gears. Obtained by breaking a gear. Also obtained by breaking a gear. Okay. Temporal gear. Kill those and get one. What about a troph or a trap? Basket traps will catch many, but not all, baby animals and smaller adult animals such as chickens and hares. The trap must be baited with a food item appropriate to the target animal. The traps do not always work. Sometimes the animal will trigger them but not be caught. Some adult animals can take the food without being caught or even trample the traps. Once an animal is successfully caught in the trap, you may carry it in the basket. To pick up and carry the basket, right mouse click. Be aware that an animal once trapped will die after some time, normally 24 hours. If it dies, you will get its corpse though. If you release and retrap the animal, the death timer only resets if the animal was released and free for the same amount of time. Okay. What about a chicken? When you come across productive livestock, enclose them in a fenced area or chase them to your desired location. They are also attracted to troughs filled with food. A small trough filled with grain for chickens. So a small trough made with boards. And I need a saw for that, which I need more copper for. When we have an idea of how to get there with copper, but it would be preferred if I could just find another group of land copper, because I dug around that other copper area and found nothing. Field mushroom. Fresh for 18 days. Nice. I also need to start a fire and start cooking my stuff. But I'll just quickly look around these areas to see if there's any hint of copper. So far, I am not seeing anything. I think that's more field mushrooms, though. I feel like I haven't heard this song either. There's a berry bush. I feel like over there could be some copper where there's, I think that's bauxite. Loose flint. I mean, I'll take it. It's not exactly what I want. There's some clay right there too I can mark. More loose flint. Still no copper. Which is sad. Can't plant another cranberry bush though. So that was my fire starter. Okay. Now I place that. That makes a fire pit. I also want to make a torch. But now I'll put some more logs in there. And I'll use my mushrooms. Which are more sooner to go. I do need to grab my bowls and my that. There you go. Now we have 1, 2 lights. And 3 servings of hefty mushroom lobster stew in the cook pot. Control shift that. There we go. Now this has a 0.81 food perish limit. That is a 0.68. This is a 0.83. So I guess the reed chests are our friends for food storage. Now we can cook something else. That doesn't make anything. That doesn't make anything either. I still think it would be cool if there was an item that you could like grow mushrooms on. Like an old stump or something that you could find and move. This gives me 480 saturation. Do I have any more? I have 5 cattails. Knife head. There it is. And make a knife. And look for more. It moved my camera more than it should have again. Do I have the... We have a crock. How much does that store? One serving of red wine cap stew. Interesting. I want to put these back down. And I'll find some cattails to harvest. I saw some earlier. There's one. I don't know if I can make anything from thatch for storage. That could be good. But I can check. Boom, 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 boom. Grab these. I think I might have the other 9 or so I need in my house. Maybe. No, I have 5. Well, let's look at thatch. I can make roofing. No storage. But I can find 3 cattails pretty fast. There's some right there. You flint. You are who's flint. You don't have the heat debuff that the crops on the other side of the mountain do. Which is interesting. Let's make a reed chest. Did I not do that right? I need 24. I was thinking wrong. I thought it was 2. And cattails over here. No. I'll chase the chicken over closer to my house. Dead hair. Random. Nothing in it though. Oh, but bones. I can grab the bones. Oh, more field mushroom. That always sounds like there should be a snake there, but I don't think snakes exist in the game. Or maybe they do and I haven't seen any. But the noise just sounds like snake. Okay. Here's 20... 21... 2... 3... 4... And I will grab an extra one to keep in my chest. What is that? Feather film milfoil. Film oil. Milfoil. Well, I think I'm gonna end it here. I did a bit more, like a day, maybe 2.5 days extra. And next time, I'm hoping to find copper. If not, I'll pan for some. And I would like to look for more crops and maybe fence some off. But we'll see what happens. But for right now, have a good morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever time of day it is for you. And I hope to see you later. Goodbye.